The House will come to order. Clerk will open the board for the purposes of taking attendance. Members may check in at their desks. The clerk will close the board, tally the display, and announce today's attendance.
Mr. Speaker, a quorum of the House is not present.
Announces by the Clerk of Printing and Enrollment.
Clerk announced the following bills when reproduced and made available electronically on Tuesday, June 17th. House Bills 4654 through 4665. Clerk announced the following Senate bill received on Tuesday, June 17th. Senate Bill 424. Clerk announced the following bills have been reproduced and made available electronically on Wednesday, June 18th. Senate Bills 425 through 432.
Messages from the Senate.
To the Speaker of the House of Representatives, dear sir, I herewith transmit Senate Bill 424, a bill to amend the Sex Offenders Registration Act. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Bill be considered at a first time by its title, referred to the Committee on Government Operations. Notices.
The House Oversight Subcommittee on Public Health and Food Security will be Tuesday, June 24th at 12 noon, room 326 of the House Office Building.
Communications from state officers.
Received from the Secretary of the Senate the following notice of filing of administrative rules. 25-05-16 for the Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs entitled Psychology General Rules. 25-05-17 for Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs entitled Podiatric Medicine and Surgery General Rules. 25-05-18 for Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs entitled Optometry General Rules. 25-05-19 for the Department of State entitled Conduct of Election Recounts. 25-05-20 for the Department of State entitled Electronic Voting Systems. 25-05-21 for the Department of State entitled Board of State Canvassers Procedures. 25-05-22 for the Department of State entitled Visual Standards for Motor Vehicle Driver's Licenses. 25-05-23 for the Department of Health and Human Services entitled ALS Reporting. 25-05-24 for the Department of Health and Human Services entitled Child Care Fund. 25-06-01 for the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity entitled Workers' Compensation Health Care Services. 25-06-02 for the Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs entitled Real Estate Brokers and Salespersons General Rules. 25-06-03 for the Department of State entitled Disqualification from the Ballot Based Upon Contents of Affidavit Identity. 25-06-04 the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity entitled Part 505 COVID-19 for Healthcare.
There being the absence of a quorum, the House will stand adjourned until Tuesday, June 24th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m.